Alright lads, welcome back to Amherst League Football. Today Daly are back in the league and hoping to recover from last week's defeat against Glenmuir in this away game versus Katherine. So let's get into the starting 11. So we have Davy in nets, Tank and Bailey are the centre backs, full backs are Michael and Kenny, 3 midfielders are Grant, Robbie and Hendy, 2 in the wing are Steve and Hedgie, and the one up top today is Brandon. The 2 subs are Sean and Wallybird. So let's get into the game. So Nev over a free kick, swings it into the box, it gets headed out or cleared out by the Katherine defence, and their player gives that away to Robbie as Robbie holds on to it a wee bit, and then Kenny takes it off from Robbie, then falls. Kenny plays it forward, tries to play it forward to Nev, but eventually comes to Nev anyway. He plays it back to the halfway line where Michael is. He's got loads of time. Michael then plays it through to Tank. Tank runs onto it and it's a brilliant ball. Number 4 can't get to it. He cuts it back to Grant. Grant hits it with his left foot and that goes into the bottom corner, and Daly are 1-0 up. And it's a good start for Daly. This maybe first 10 minutes in, as Katherine in the attack gets laid off to the number 9 at the edge of the box. Kenny comes in with the block, he then gets the second tackle in, comes back to number 9, he gets tackled by Tank. Kenny and Connor then go in for a block, and Wellesley calling for a handball. You don't know Wellesley, he used to play with Daly last season but he moved to Katherine, as Hendy tried to play it forward to Brandon but their number 4 got it. As it comes to the man on the wing for Katherine, can't see his number, he goes by Michael anyway, he then swings it in. Grant gets a wee touch onto it, number 7 tries to get it but Kenny clears it off him, and it was just on the line as Kenny clears it and it comes off another Katherine player and goes out for a goal kick. Michael then chests it down at the edge of his box, tries to take on 2 men, number 9 gives it to number 10 and he skies the shot, so we didn't actually get punished for that mistake, but it's bound to happen at some point if we keep doing that. Brandon now on the ball, holds off his man, he plays it to Nev. Nev one-on-one with the keeper and he chips it. I think he knows that he shouldn't have chipped it there, but you know, it's what happened. Wellesley now on the ball for Katherine, plays it over the top, and it was a good ball over to their right winger. He keeps it in and he's got Michael pressuring him. He then passes back to number 9. Number 9 has it, passes it back to number 8. Number 8 does a wee turn onto his right foot but he only has a left, so he swings it in with his left into the back post where their number 11 is free, and he gets a free header but Davy has a good block in there, as Daly with a corner comes back to Kenny G at the edge of the box with the volley, not the best of volleys there, as it comes back to Michael, and Michael actually done me with this turn with the camera. I thought he was passing it back to Davy, he done the man and me, so you know it's good when you do the cameraman, as he plays over top through the ball to Nev but he is given us offside. Kenny G then gives it to Robbie, Robbie turns back and gives it back to Kenny. Kenny then picks out Nev. Nev has it, holds it in, he's got 2 men on him but he turns them and he plays it forward to Brandon with his left foot, and that was just a wee bit off it and it would have been a brilliant ball by Nev, but it wasn't and it went straight to the keeper. And now Katherine on the attack again as their number 9 on the ball, lays it off to their winger. He runs forward, goes by 2 men, swings it in to the back post. Kenny G just managed to do enough to put number 11 off and not get a clear shot as Bailey cleared that one, and that is another goal line scramble for Daly that they've actually got away with. Grant now with a flick on to Nev, he holds it up, holds off number 5 and then he ends up losing it, but it comes to Hendy, then comes to Robbie. Robbie tries to go by a man but he gets tackled. Hendy then runs back, the ref gets in the way, gets the ball, he's getting pressured by number 7 that is, he then gets by number 8 and then number 7 comes in, shoves Hendy. Hendy tries to get up, there's 2 men shoving him to the ground. Number 7 then just pushes him in the head and keeping Hendy down on the ground as kind of more folk came in and started shoving everyone, but the ref took number 7 away and gave him a red card. I mean, you could say it's deserved, they shoved him in the head, which, I mean, he's lifting his hands to his head, but you know, it's debatable, but probably a red card. But Nev, not the best of free kicks there, pretty much a pass back as their number 4 in the ball gives it into their other centre back, he plays it forward up to their number 9, he takes it down and has a shot but he skies that one, and yeah, it's 1-0, the scoreline changed, it's 1-0. Lucky for Michael, didn't get this, it was no pressure and he just passes it into his own net, so yeah, that's not the finest moment for him. Lucky I didn't get it on camera. But Hendy now on the ball, turns onto his left, has a shot but leaning back and there was no chance that was really going in, probably went 3 times the height of the crossbar or the net, but that's half time and it went into the half, 1 each, and another gifted goal by Daly. They can't really concede without gifting goals, but Grant loses the ball in midfield, number 4 comes forward, punts it up to their number 9 to run onto it, goes up over Bailey, number 9 has a shot but Bailey gets back and has a good block in there and Davy just picks up. So now number 10 running forward, gives it to number 8, He kind of gets tackled by Robbie, but then Kenny G just absolutely shoves him out of the way. That probably should have been a free kick, as Nev come forward, but he had a bad touch and he gets tackled. Then Wellesley plays it forward up to their left winger, who takes it down and is running down the wing, but Kenny kind of got tackled in, but then the fullback went in the overlap. He played it into the box, and Katherine should have probably done better with that, as there are two men in the box unmarked and none of them could do anything with it. But Hedgie plays it forward up to Hendy. Hendy then brings it forward, looking for options, plays it forward up to Brandon. Brandon hits it first time on the volley, but it didn't get down quite quick enough for him, as Robbie now on the ball gives it back to Hendy. Hendy swings it in first time, and Nev was just a wee bit off that to maybe tapping it in, probably beating a bit of work for Nev to do, but Kenny G absolutely takes Wellesley out there. I don't even think he was caring about the header. The number 4 plays it forward to 15, number 15 gives it to number 9. He's obviously been watching Hendy with his shooting, as he doesn't actually get it quite as high as Hendy did, so you know, he's not as good as Hendy very much. As Sean coming on now for Kenny G's, he was a bit tired, but Brandon now running onto a ball. He's looking for options in the boxes. He passes it back to Grant. Grant goes for a shot, but number 8 blocks him, and the ref gives a penalty for that. I mean, I don't know about that one, but Nev has a penalty, hits a penalty, and puts that into the back of the net, as Nev was actually quite well renowned for his penalty missing a couple seasons back, but he's scored that one, and I don't know why Nev actually had it. But anyway, Nev on the ball as he's getting tackled, but then he gets the ball back, and just wonderful cross by Nev. But Grant plays it forward up to Brandon to run onto. He tries a cross to Hedgie, who's at the back post, but gets blocked. Brandon then blocks off his man, and he's going into the box. He knows he's got a man on him, so he does a nice drag back and crosses it in, but he couldn't find Hedgie at the back post. Was unlucky there. But number 4 now on the ball for Katherine, has a shot, and Davey actually got a tip onto that, but the ref gave it as a goal kick. But he actually gave that as a penalty, and I didn't actually get the tackle that Sean on his debut made, but it wasn't the best of tackles, and it was a penalty, so that got Katherine right back into the game, as Wally Bird coming on now for Hendy, and that is 2-0. So Katherine down to 10 men. Daly should probably be taking advantage of this, but they're not. Hedgie with a header back in, nobody at the back post, comes to Brandon. He touches it down, has a shot, but just goes over the bar, and it remains 2-2. But their number 4, who was the smallest man in the park but must have won the most headers in the whole game, Wellesley takes out Robbie, and we got a free kick from it. But Bailey puts it forward to Hedgie. He swings it in, and nobody at the back post. That was a brilliant cross by Hedgie. Michael with a long throw tray throws it into the box, and it comes out to Robbie. Set up nicely for a left foot volley, but he never went for it. Michael with a cross, and that was actually probably going to go in top bins, but the keeper caught it. As Bailey now on the ball, and kind of a bit shambolic as he gives it away. It was under pressure, maybe back to the keeper would have done, but number 11 tries to give it back to number 8, but Robbie gets the interception, and that goes out for a corner for Katherine. Then their player swings it in, Sean Scobie headers it out, comes to Brandon, he touches it back to Tank. Tank goes for the big switch and completely misses the ball, and Katherine now coming forward with the attack, as their number 9 plays it onto their winger. Number 8, he plays it into the box, and their number 3 is there at the back post to tap it in and give Katherine the late goal to put them in front. And that kind of seems quite like last week, as Daly just kind of gifted them goals, and they conceded a last minute goal to lose the game when they probably should have won. But anyway, that is the end of the video. Katherine win 3-2, that's 2 defeats on the bounce, and Daly need to come back from this with a cup game next week, so hopefully we can win that. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.